You're getting the piece that doesn't have any seasoning.
Okay, I'll get this piece.
Hey guys! All right. Hey guys! Get ready for a mouthwatering dish that's as healthy as it is delicious. Today I'm going to show you how I perfectly season and cook my baked salmon. So let's get started. All right, so we just have a few ingredients that we need to make this. We've got our salmon, some grated Parmesan, some garlic, butter, lemon, and then I have some salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and parsley. So we're just gonna start by mixing all of the cheese and the garlic, the seasonings. We're gonna do softened butter. We're gonna do some olive oil, and then we're gonna use the juice from half of a lemon. Now, one trick is if yours has seeds, mine didn't, is if you hold it this way with the inside up, then when you squeeze, your hand will catch the seeds versus dumping them straight into your dish and then having to fish them out. And then we're just gonna mix all this together. It'll be like a nice, flavorful topping that we're gonna smother the top of our salmon with. Now we're just gonna coat our entire salmon with this mixture. So this is our herby garlic Parmesan mixture. We're gonna go ahead and spread that across all the top of it. It's gonna give our salmon perfect flavor. You'll never wanna eat salmon any other way. At least I don't. My daughter and my nephew for a while were pescatarians. And so of course they wouldn't have like a protein to eat for Thanksgiving. And so I would make them salmon so that they would have something as well. And what do you know? Like, we never had leftover salmon because everybody wanted some of that also. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to portion out all the pieces about the same thickness, and that way they go ahead and cook all about the same amount of time. We want it perfectly cooked. So because I'm leaving the skin on it, I'm just gonna take some kitchen scissors and just cut where I already scored it from the knife. Right now, we're just gonna keep cutting our nice little portions. This also makes it easy because salmon flakes really nicely. Now you can serve it easily because it's already in portions. Since I'm already turning on the oven and baking my salmon, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some asparagus and just bake it all at the same time on just one sheet. Makes it a super easy meal. It's got like a tough part that is like fibrous that you don't really like to eat. You can chop it, but if you go ahead and bend it and wherever it snaps, this part is good and this part is the fibrous part. So just keep snapping and keep going. All right, so no asparagus goes to waste. These parts we will chop up and feed to our chickens. All right, so we can't have perfectly seasoned salmon without having delicious asparagus to go along with it. So we're gonna take some of the same topping and I'm just going to smear it on the bottom of the pan right here and then lay the asparagus on top of it. Oh yeah, there's gonna be so much flavor in this pan. It's gonna smell wonderful, taste wonderful, look wonderful. Chef of your own house. When it cooks, it's just gonna cook right into our asparagus. All right, so now this is just gonna go in the oven at 425. So I recently went to Cheesecake Factory and I got their herb crusted salmon and it came on mashed potatoes and some asparagus. So when I was thinking, oh, this is the recipe I wanna share, let me do mashed potatoes and asparagus also. I don't even need a plate. I could just eat that. Let's take a gander. It is looking nice. So 2 ways to check your salmon. See if it's flaky. So when you poke it, if it flakes apart nicely like that, or to probe it and you want it to be 135 at least. Gonna sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top of our asparagus, and then we're gonna turn the broiler on just for like a minute or two just to crisp all this up. The total time in the oven was about 12 minutes. We baked it at 425 for 9-10 minutes and checked it, and then we went ahead and broiled it on high for another minute or two just to get this nice color and crispness on the top of the salmon with that Parmesan cheese. So we're gonna let this cool, fix us a plate, and give it a taste. The salmon is perfectly cooked. It's perfectly seasoned. You still taste the fish, but you get all those herbs, that butter, that Parmesan cheese. It is delicious. Go make it. The asparagus, I think, are finger foods. Exactly.
Okay. Let me see.
You're getting the piece that doesn't like have any seasoning.
Okay, I'll get this piece right here. Okay. Delicious. It's good. And I'll get some asparagus.
Asparagus is finger food.
Okay.
It's like a fry. It is. I mean, a little limp fry, but it's a fry.
That's good too.
Now I'm going to try the mashed potatoes since you're at it. They're a little chunky.
That's good. That's real good. I like that.
Yeah.
I may cook mine like that from now on.
So here it is, my perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned salmon. And you know what goes great after a healthy, nice meal? Pie. So go check out our Rocky Road pie and we'll see you next week. Bye. Huh? That was just the pre-taste. You got to pre-taste before you actually taste it.